Alright guys, Ian here, starting a build video. U.S. Airborne Tank M551 Sheridan. Tamiya kit number 56042. Alright, here's the instructions. Let's take a look here. Standard normal stuff. Electronics explanations. Hey, look at that radio that's pictured in there. Interesting. That is yeah. No, don't use this radio, guys. Tamiya doesn't recommend it. They just put in the instructions. Yep. Okay. Enough of that. Just poking some jabs here. Alright. So, let's see here. A parts. We're going to break those open. Putting together a bunch of suspension. Okay. All the way up to page 10 before we hit the B parts for the transmission. So, I think I'm gonna try a time lapse. Seems to work for Andy's Hobby Headquarters. Shout out to Andy, your channel's awesome. So, okay, let's see what we get going here. Got our A parts, beaten bag. We got our little, got all my bearings in from eBay. Thank you, UPS, USPS, for being so slow. Alright, let's get cracking. Upon further review of the instructions and seeing the size of these microscopic little itty-bitty tiny screws, I don't have a power bit small enough to go in here. So screw the time lapse for now. Sorry guys. I'm just gonna build step 1 in the manual, and then we'll pick back up after that with some more commentary and complaints and snark. Okay? Okay, extra little tidbit here. These things will strip out really, really easy if you give them too much juice. So literally just use the neck of the screwdriver basically, and that's about as tight as you want to go. If you use the handle and give it even a child's touch of torque, it's just going to start stripping the holes. So go gentle when screwing these things in. Alrighty. Alright, well, we got those little plastic bits screwed on. Again, be really careful with those screws, man. They're so short threaded and plastic is soft. There we go. They just start spinning, so super careful. That's done. Let's put her to the side. Now we got step 2. That's taking a bunch of these black plastic doodads for inside the hull, and then we got some springs and some more springs. And if anyone's learned a lesson from building the Japanese Type 10, be really, really specific about which spring goes in which place and which direction. Also got my little magnet with ball bearing cancer. They're not sealed, they're just shielded. I don't do a lot of off-roading, but go sealed if you want. My orientation, my left is my right, and my front is my back, because I'm trying to record this while watching my smartphone. So yeah, so I'm going to get busy doing this bit down here, where there's a lot of bushings involved, but we're using bearings. And once I'm done with that, I will get back to you if I'm still alive. Talk to you soon, guys. Alright, well, we have bearings and all these little internal black suspension holders. These little springs, they really just really kind of flop around in here, but I guess just gingerly lay these to the side and you know, keep them in order, because if you screw it up, I don't know, suspension will not work right. Let's see. Oh my god, we're already on another page. Okay. Step 3, we're gonna nut and bolt with a bunch of these little metal face plates. Guys like this. And these little wee ones. And just bolt all these black plastic spring holders with bearings into the chassis. That's looks pretty straightforward. I'm gonna do all these guys, and then I'll be back again. Hopefully another beer into it. Alright, for you actual tank battlers, I've got 2 of these guys on so far. And they're nice. Little metal outside plate, okay? And then the inside, it has little pockets to capture capture the nuts. That came out sounding funny. But the issue is, you can see, my video skills are terrible. So is my lighting. Now, let me get a flashlight here to demonstrate. You're going to see some daylight through there. So I don't know what they're going to have you do, but this is basically a giant strainer. So if you ever need your pasta, you just put it inside here, and all the water will drain out sooner or later. So I don't know how you're going to seal this up. Tape, probably some silicone, something like that. I don't really care about it. Like I said, my tanks are shelf queens. They go into the office, they drive on the carpet to impress the employees, and, you know, guess when they come over in company, maybe they go in the driveway a little, maybe they go in the dry grass or some dirt, but dry. I'm not mudding with these suckers. I have RC buggies for that kind of action, and I am not an IR battler. I build these for the fun and for the scale realism, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah, just an FYI there. I'm gonna get the rest of these done. They're really fiddly to get in. If I built a second one of these, or a third or a fourth one, like I was one of those sweatshops in Japan that just builds tanks and sells them for triple the price on eBay, I'd probably be really good at it. But yeah, just an observation. Otherwise, so far, going together very smoothly, even though slow and tedious, like everything Tamiya, but beautiful. Alright, I'll come back at you in a few. Alright guys, I love building Tamiyas. I love building models. There's a reason I go at 1/16 scale. It's a little easier to build. A little more terrapin executioner here. That being said, that being drank, I've been thinking of a concept for a new movie, and it's going to be about a very pale person wearing head-to-toe leather that lives in a big creepy mansion that no one thinks is really inhabited. The character's main name is going to be Edward Tweezerhands, because this thing's fiddly as hell to put together. You got this little, this little internal suspension. Oh, my forwards is backwards. The lighting stinks, but it's got the bearing, it's got the little spring. You got to hold that together. Then you got to get the little nut into this little tiny pocket. Okay, get that in there. All right. Then you got this little outer plate. And you got to get this thing in here with there it goes again. There goes the spring. And you got to get that in there and dipped in. Nope, there goes the spring again. See, now I'm videoing this, so I'm probably a little more, clumsy than I would be. There goes the spring again. Yeah, see my point? So let's see here. Let's try this. You put the spring in the little cuppy doohickey, and then get the little metal plate on the outside, and then slide this into place. There we go. That works a little better. You still got to get one finger on that inside lock nut, and then you still have your thumb on the outside metal plate, and then get the little screw started in there, and get it snugged most of the way, because you still have to realign for the other hole. Okay, and now she's going to hold together. But then you got to get the other little nut. There's no good camera angle for this unless I was wearing a face camera like I was in The Hangover. And then, drop that little guy in there. Now I'm making it look easy, because I just did a half a dozen of these things. This is fiddly. Very, oh my gosh. So, I don't know what you guys think of my movie concept of Edward Tweezerhands, but he would have, each finger would be multiple independently controlled tweezers and grippers of some form. Maybe we'd have some needle nose pliers, something with some little rubber grips. But yeah, so all those little suspension bits are in, and they do roll around in those holes, so you're gonna have to like poke around and realign them. Make sure you don't lose your bearings out of the inside of here. Some of them are press fit pretty tightly, and then others just want to kind of flop out of there if you're not careful. If anyone has seen my unboxing video, we know I'm not a gentle guy with model kits. I mean, it's a tank. It should be able to, I've angered the German forums. Guys, listen, I love tanks as much as you love tanks. Hell, this is a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. Have a little fun with it. So now that this is done, we're up to step 5 in the manual. We're going to attach some front hull bracing. Looks like some idler arm bracketry and whatnot with some thread locker. And we're going to go and, they want us to start putting on plastic plates after here. So, yeah. I mean, she's coming along. Hey, it's a Tamiya tank. Everything fits together perfectly. As long as you have fingers the size of a 6-year-old, you will complete this kit with much efficiency. Unfortunately, I have 10 clumsy sausages, and I hurt myself a lot by accident. I'm not the most graceful person. So, okay, we're gonna continue. I'll pick back up after I get step 5 and maybe step 6 done. All right. Okay. Hey, I think we're back. So, I just wanted to stop here and go. This front return sprocket bracket thing, it is tied in to the whole front brace, to the whole die-cast piece right there. That is beefy. That's going to be solid. I mean, this thing, my opinion, again, I'm not a battler like you guys, but she looks pretty well bolted together so far. I think this thing's going to be a bit of a bruiser. She's going to be built pretty darn solid. I gotta finish this other side, and I'll come back. Just wanted to give you guys the good news that that looks pretty tough. They've learned lessons over the years, and they hear our complaints, guys. I think they haven't heard my complaints about well, no rubber tires. Damn it, Tamiya. Please, love of anything sacred, just give me back my rubber tires. I don't ask for a lot. I give you a lot of money for a tank. I don't know. Enough ranting. Let me finish the other side, and let's get this video cracking. Alright guys, well, we started to have some flickering lights and some power outages. I don't know what's going on here in Atlanta, but we've got that part that's, I don't know, is it the front? Is it the back? I still don't know. This is the front. Yeah, this is the front of the lower chassis, and she's done. I gotta go. My wife's calling me because the power's going crazy. Bye, guys.